What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today we'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Coinbase Global with the ticker symbol COIN. I will first be going over what I see in the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please trade at your own risk. So let's take a look at Coinbase. Last time I did my analysis was back on June 9th, which was right back over here last week Monday. Price looks like it did work its way down towards that measurement target and broke the bullish trend line. So the analysis was done when price was right about here. And you see that we did make another leg down, or attempt to make another leg down. Price also broke through this bullish trend line. And I know it's at this angle because there was a gap right here that the price gapped through that trend line with. So it helps gives me a clue that the trend line was in play right here, and then price had to gap through it to get over it. So overall, the target has not been met yet. It's right around 227, so we could see a little bit more downside left. However, there is some support around this zone, as you can see here. There is support here, 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 and here. Looks like we just broke through it, and there's this bearish momentum in play. So there's a bearish trend line in play. The bullish trend line can act as resistance if we go up, maybe get rejected from it and continue down. So as right now, I would classify this as an opportunity to rally higher because we have a nice move up higher. This could be classified as a bull flag, ready for another move up higher. At the same time, though, this is still within a range, a macro range pattern, which has been resistance. So the highs of this range, like over here and over here, has been resistance. So we can find resistance and then continue to trend down lower. So this is all bearish territory. It's hard to be bullish long-term until we can clear above the 260s right over here. We need to clear this line. Until then, yes, we can have short-term rallies, and it looks like that can definitely occur after the measuring target is reached or even right now. But for this to be like a full-blown, long-term uptrend, it would need to clear the 262 level and decisively break above it and pull back and hold it as support if it does pull back and correct lower. So overall, I'd say this is bearish territory. I expect bears to be in control in the short term. Bulls are, even though it is bearish territory, bears are showing signs of weakness because we did break through a support. It looks like it could fail, which can lead to a nice rally higher. So we did see a break below on Thursday. Friday, it looks like price is trying to rally back up. So it looks like, even though this is all short-term bearish price action, it could be marking the end of the correction for a move up higher. So I'd say if Bitcoin starts breaking out higher, there's a good chance that will probably pull these crypto-related assets, equities as well, towards the upside. So let's see what happens. But as right now, it's just all still bearish territory. We can still go lower, but all I'm saying is that there's a decent chance that we have seen the bottom and we could see it rally higher. I just want to see a clear, decisive break of the 260s for me to be longer term bullish as of right now. Looking at the weekly chart, it looks like a head and shoulders. This is a typical pattern that you see: a left shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. So that's usually a trend reversal pattern because a trend is making higher highs, higher lows if it's an uptrend, and a trend is making lower lows, lower highs if it's a downtrend. So once we get a head and shoulders, that means price was unable to make a new high. So for example, the trend is moving up, and then let's say it tries to go up, but it cannot exceed the prior high, and then it starts making a new low, then that signals a change in trend direction. So typically, you don't want to just trade patterns in isolation. Just because it looks like a head and shoulders doesn't mean it's going to be one. You have to look at the price action. We're still okay looking, even though we need to clear the 260 level. We're still above the weekly EMA. This is just a possible bull flag for a breakout higher. So I'd say long term, like longer term, like multiple months to even a year, it still looks pretty good to the upside. But short term, bears are slightly in control. And I think a large part of it has to probably do with Bitcoin not breaking to new all-time highs just yet. So let's see how this plays out. Maybe another week of consolidation or a drop, and then a rally from there. Or we can be surprised and see a rally sooner. So that's all I have for Coinbase Global on the daily and weekly charts. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.